Riddle me this. Up is to down as top is to... You know, I'm really not sure what the question means, but what I do know is there's a lot of questions, there's a lot of riddles going on in the real estate market right now. And everyone's trying to figure out what the answers are. And I'm not sure anybody really has a clue. We're going to look at a couple of things that would indicate a mixture of things from some of the best looked at services, and we're going to see what is going on. So, are we going to be able to answer the question or not? Talk to Terry coming up. So the big thing is we had the tax credit get ripped away after all contracts written after April 30th. And remember, they got to close by June 30th. So this month is going to be very telling. But watch what happens here. 92 of the most well-recognized economists got together and they took a poll. What are prices going to do in 2010? Well, as you can see right here, 59% of those economists felt the prices were going to drop. And you can see 31% said that they were going to go up or remain the same. So look at the mixture that's happening there. What I can tell you is a year ago they would have all said the same thing. Prices are going to be going down. So who's going to be right? We don't know, but that's the question mark. The other thing is look at the top 5 indexes that track home prices, values of homes across the country. All 5 of them right here, the top noted indexes. Look, 3 of them show price increases. 2 of them show price decreases. So how can you have these 5 indexes, 2 of them showing that there's been decreases, 3 of them showing increases? You got a lot of mixture going on out there. So what we're going to do now is look at North Atlanta. What's going on in North Atlanta? What happened in May for the contracts written since the tax credit was taken away after April 30th? We'll look at that next. So let's look at the northern area and see what's really going on. What happened in May on the contracts written, because that's really what's going to dictate a lot of what goes on the rest of the year. Well, what we know is that May had about a 50% decrease in the number of contracts written than were written in April. Now, if you heard that, you might think, oh my gosh, we're going way backwards in the number of sales that we were ahead, now it's all washed away. Not true. The reality is our numbers for 2010 are still ahead on North Atlanta from 2009. So how do you define the bottom? Really don't know. There's a lot of different measures, but I will tell you it comes down to supply and demand. And what we're seeing is demand overall for this year is increasing from 2009. One of the things that has to happen for leveling off that bottom. Now, if you look at the prices, prices have dropped, but it's made homes more affordable. So more people have been able to buy. And a lot of the issue with the contracts being written at 50% less in much of the city of Atlanta comes from so many new home, first-time home buyers buying for the tax credit. And I don't look at it and say, hey, now we're going downhill. I look at it and say there's probably a 2 to 3 month, let's say, pull ahead in the sales that happen from people that might have waited till August to buy. But they said, you know, let's go ahead and increase our pace and buy today to take advantage of the tax credit. But once we get to August, September, I'm going to bet that you're going to see the number of sales for North Atlanta are still ahead of 2009. So positive things are happening. The one thing I'm going to tell you that's constant goes against what everyone was going to say was going to happen. The government stopped buying mortgage-backed securities at the end of March. Everyone predicted the rates were going to go up. Right now, buyers, pay attention to this. Interest rates were at 4.5% this week. Phenomenally low. You're never going to have this opportunity happen again, but opportunities going on out there. Don't miss out on them. And remember, the bottom looks like it's being carved out right now. Riddle me this. Up is to down as top is to... I got it. Bottom. Guys, we're at the bottom. That's the riddle. The bottom line is here in North Atlanta. I will claim it. We're at the bottom. You got a lot of great things going on, and this is without even having a lot of lending to support the demand. So we're going to pay attention to the numbers. We're seeing very positive things come out. We're going to watch and pay attention to the price fluctuations out there. But the reality is we're at the bottom line. So how long we're going to be here, we'll bounce around a little bit, but the bottom line is you have some phenomenal opportunities out there, and the interest rates on mortgages are phenomenally low right now. Take advantage of it. So We'll keep watching the contracts written from here moving forward. With the April 30th deadline being taken away and no more tax credit, we'll have to really pay attention to how many contracts are written each month. But by the end of 2010, my prediction is we'll be leveling off and everyone will be saying, in North Atlanta, we're moving in the right direction. So, thank you very much. Sincerely with passion, signing out, Terry Swanson.